With Bitcoin, this is going to be kind of short and sweet and to the point. The next video I put up, I will give a more detailed analysis about a lot of other charts. This is specifically about tomorrow of the CPI release. I think this is going to be a bull trap to trick retail, and this has to do with the difference between the CPI and the PCE. So we're going to cover both of these. If you watched the last video, I told you that I would open a hedge long at support. Take note right here, 29,885. This is the peak of the next bull run chart. The previous video I put up, this was 4 minutes and 32 seconds in. Because this ring was resistance, I said this ring would act as support. You can see I marked off 29,893. I'll put a link to this video now if you want to check it out. As you can see, we came down, we tested it, and we got a bounce. But then we came back down and tested the ring again right at support at 29,739, and we pushed up. I am currently in a hedge long right now. You can see my original trade, which shows I'm down $10,900. I'm actually up on my long hedge around $3,060. As I've already told you guys, I've already broke even, and I'm actually in profit on this trade. This will always be in the negative because of where I entered. But since I've been hedging longs, again, I'm actually in profit now. So wherever I short from when I close my long, I'm already in profit, shorting potentially the top. So I will show you again the price I will take profit on this hedge long, and where I'll put my stop after, because I do want to have a stop loss at some point just to protect myself. So I'm going to show you all that. If you do want to sign up and get access to BitGet, guys, the link is pinned in the first comment and description. Also, I have a video tutorial I just put up if you want to learn how to trade in BitGet, transfer funds to your futures account, and some other things. I'll put a link up to that video now if you want to check it out. I do want to cover a few things really quick about this ring, this chart right here. You see this ring I've got marked off, 31,480, 30,979, 30,744, and we found support twice on it. So I just want to go through Discord and show you, I don't have a published version of this chart with this ring. I wish I did, but just to show you posts I've made in Discord. This is back on, this is June 24th. This is when we first made contact with this ring. So you notice I was posting about these charts as price moved along. So we knew this ring was resistance when we made contact. So if we scroll down, and you'll see this ring, like we were coming down. So I had this marked off. See 30,992. Let's go on. So this ring was right around 31,000. So the next daily candle open, that'd be a potential target to get rejected. See the price is coming down. We haven't touched the ring again. All right, I have it marked off right here. So if the next daily candle opens, it pushes up. The point too short is 31,000, and you can see how this played out. All right, price is pushing up, and then we got a rejection right at this ring a second time at 31,000. So you had, well, we didn't know we'd get rejected here, but when we stopped here, that was your first clue. So we knew a point to short was 31,000. If we continue down, you'll see I have this marked off right here at 30,771. So the next daily candle opens, right, and we push up, that is a point to short 30,777. And you can see what happened, right? So got it marked off right here, 30,771. And you can see price pushed up and we got rejected right here, 30,758. So since this ring was acting as resistance, well, eventually when we come back down, it'll if we get above it and come back down, it'll act as support. And right here, this, and we're going to cover this. So when big events happen, market makers look for excuses to send the price up and send the price down. And I believe tomorrow will be that excuse. And when I show you the heat map, it'll give you a better understanding why I'll be taking profit at a certain point. But you see this crazy candle up. We had this wick up, this wick down. Notice the next daily candle opened below this point. We did push above it, but again, that's what I'm talking about. I had mentioned, if I scroll all the way down, you can see right here, see, notice we found perfect support. So previous, our rings act as support and resistance. So it was resistance, 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 right? We finally pushed above it. Then it became perfect support. You got support here, we pushed up, and it was support again at 29,727. So I'm getting to it, guys. Just hear me out. So I'm showing you how you can use rings as support and resistance levels. Again, resistance, 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 flipped as support, flipped as support. Now we're in this pattern, so I'm going to give you support and resistance levels, again, to pay attention to if we push up or drop. But I want to explain why I think tomorrow will be a bull trap for retail. So if we look at this, guys, so the Fed has been talking about softening labor markets. And basically when he says that, he's basically saying he wants everybody to lose their job. Because when they lose their job, they don't have money, they can't buy things, that gets to supply issues, you know, supply and demand, people can't afford things, then there's more supply. So basically, he wants to break the economy. He wants people to lose jobs. That's going to bring down inflation. But if you'll notice, it says the headline CPI may come in around 3.2% annual rate. So that means everybody's going to see this as bullish. They're going to be like, hey, inflation's coming down. This is great. Pretty soon they're going to stop raising interest rates and free money, all the quantitative easing. That's what they're expecting, and I do believe this will be bullish. Markets will push up. I believe Bitcoin will push up. But you need to keep in mind, the Fed prefers PCE. Specifically, the core measurement is the Fed's favorite inflation gauge, since it provides a more complete picture of costs for consumers. Well, if you look at the PCE, you can see that it's been sticky all the way back since, December 2021. It's still hovering around 4.5%. So even though the PCI is going to come in lower, which is going to make retail bullish, big money, big players, market makers, they know that inflation is still way too high. The target's all the way down here at 2%. So while retail will see this as bullish, this will be an excuse to send price up, and then it will come right back down. So I do think it will be bullish tomorrow, but it will get topped out, it will be short-lived and come back down. Now, as far as price targets, so again, all you have to do is pay attention to the heat maps. If we drop down, and I'll show you the charts that for my support resistance levels I'll be using, but notice all the way down here, you got all this liquidity down here from 30,200 down to 30,000. There's some below that as well. You can see right here, we got a lot of liquidity at 31,000, but I want you to take note to the right side here. You see right here, all this red and yellow above, all this red and yellow below. So if we look over here to the very right, you can see most of the liquidity, and remember, I'm going to show you a support level, is right around 29,800. So and I don't know if we go up first or we go down first. I'll tell you when I will get out of the hedge trade if we drop. But as of current, if we push up, all right, this where I have my cursor right now is around 31K. A lot of liquidity there, a lot of shorts open. If we get above that, I will take profit on my long hedge around 31.5K. There's a lot of liquidity there, a lot of shorts. If they push it up, I believe that's what they will take out. I do not believe we're going above 32K. I think they'll just push it up high enough to take out those shorts. If we drop, I do not see us going below 29,800. So again, I'm just showing you the heat map, just where the liquidity is at, guys. You should always pay attention to this. I'll put a link up to this stream now if you want to check it out. I'll have it pinned first comment description as well. So let me show you, and again, all of this right here matches perfectly with the charts. So this right here, you can see, again, we found support on this ring, but now we have the support trend line right here at 29,522. And right here, we found support at 29,744. So now your current support to pay attention to is right down here around 29,900. Again, I just showed you there's a lot of liquidity down here. Take note, this is the Bollinger Bands on the daily. Notice that this is our support right here. See this line, this moving average moving right up to this line. And your current resistance to pay attention to right now is, we've got a projection right here at this top of the Bollinger Band at 31,000. So this is a resistance level to watch. I do think we will push above that. What I'm waiting to see is if possibly price comes down tonight and we take out all of the liquidity below, your support is 29,900. Then the news comes out, the CPI tomorrow, that's bullish, price pushes up. And then potentially the point I'm watching, I would get out first. I think the highest we would potentially go is around 31,700, around that area. If price kept pushing up, I would take profit at that point. I think I'd probably get out sooner. I would take profit on my long hedge around 31,450, something like that. I want to get a little early. I do not expect us going above 31,700. That being said, when I do exit my long, I will have my stop loss set above 32,400, somewhere around there, just to play it safe. Keep in mind, even though my trade is showing at a loss, like I said, I am currently in profit. So when I'll be shorting, or when I'll be closing my long hedge, it'll be like I just opened a brand new short. I'm not at a loss. So again, I'm waiting to come up. You see right here, take profit, close long 31,451, because I expect it's possible we don't push up that high. So I want to get a little early. I'll be watching this as we push up, but I do think it's possible we probably drop a little bit tonight. And then tomorrow the news comes out, retail gets bullish, inflation's going down. The market makers get an excuse to push price up, to take out all of these shorts above. It makes complete sense. And then we start coming back down. So just make sure I covered everything, guys. So again, this is your key resistance to pay attention to. Notice we got resistance here, 34,074, 31,284, 31,379, 31,499. So today's candle was 31,683. Tomorrow's daily candle will be 31,712. So again, if we push that high, that is where I'm getting the hell out of my hedge long, and then I will just continue in my short. I do not think we might get a slight rejection at 31,000. That's your current resistance level above 2 watts, but I think we will push above it because I do not believe they're going to let all of these shorts stay without taking them out before sending it back down. And every time they push price up, the people below that are in long, they start adding to their longs, lowering the liquidation point. It makes it easier to take them out when price drops, and same thing in the reverse. So I do believe they're going to send it up to take these out eventually. That's why I'm ready to take profit at that point. This is just another chart in Confluence just to show you. Again, a lot of support around 29,900 to 30,000. Just to show you, so your next key resistance, pay attention to the A1 chart, and this is in Confluence with the chart I just showed you. Make this red, red means short. So again, 31,200, and check this out. 31,000, depending when you make contact, 31,500. That's why I want to get out before that point. At max, like I said, 31,700. But I will get out. I will get out of my hedge long, and I might actually lower this, guys. I want to make sure I'm out a little early because we might not make it to that point. A lot of people expect us to push up to that point, but I do believe they will take out those longs around 31.5K, and there's not much liquidity above that point. Unless you're looking at them possibly pushing up to around what this would be on 33.5K. I just don't see that happening, guys. I think the highest they can get this up to push this up is around 31.5K to take out these shorts, and then I think it's down from there, or at least sideways and down. So that's what I'm watching. You pretty much know how I'm going to play this, but again, you know, if you're in a trade, even if you're at a loss, if you know where support and resistance levels are, you can just long hedge all day long. So, you know, even though it shows I'm at a loss of $10,000 or $11,000, I'm actually in profit because every time we come down, I do a long hedge, take profit on my long, comes down, do a long hedge, take profit on my long, doing the same thing now. And my long, I'm currently up $3,100, and in my short, my original short, I'm a loss of $11,000. But again, guys, if you sign up for Big It, that link is pinned in the first comment description. If you want to sign up, get access to these live charts and Discord, the link is pinned in the first comment description as well. So optical.crypto.com. That's pretty much it, guys. And expect that new video soon for a more in-depth analysis with a lot more charts. That's it, guys. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.